Good evening, class. Today I will discuss a topic on the issues that is concerned with the governor of an Indian state for the NPSC Mains 2024. Okay, my topic for today is going to be issues with governor of an Indian state. My topic for today will be the issues with the governor of an Indian state. It's a very important topic from NPSC Mains point of view. Okay, the topic governor seems to be very easy, but no, there are so many issues. Even in the mains, even in the interview, this governor, every time you're going to deal with it as an ESC, as a DSP, okay, as an administrator, BDUs and all, you are going to deal with all these issues. So see, today I just want to discuss about why the governor is so controversial, right? My topic is just why the powers and functions or the issues which is connected with the governor is so controversial. I will discuss all these issues in detail today. Okay, it's a very important topic. Remember, the role of governor is too controversial because of two reasons. The governor is not like the president who is just the head of the state, but he has two roles. The governor of every Indian state has two roles. Okay, take the example. He is an agent of the central government as well as the head of the state. This is the reason why the role of governor is so controversial. Remember my point in the NPSC Mains. Why the role of governor in an Indian state is so controversial? Because of this reason. First answer should be, he is an agent of the central government as well as the head of the state. That's why the role of governor, the issues connected with the governor is so controversial. Every state government wants the governor to be just like a father, no partialities, just head of the state, nominal head of the state, just like a father in our family. But no, one more. The governor is also an agent of the central government, because at the end of the day, it is the governor who is appointed by the President of India, which is the central government. That's the reason there are so many issues connected with the governor. Okay, so now today I will discuss with what are some of the tension which is going on between the government of India and the government of a particular state with regard to the governor. Okay, so I will discuss this topic today. This is important topic. In a state. Remember, every 5 years in every Indian states we will have election, right? And the majority party who is able to get majority in the elections will form the government, and the majority leader will be appointed as the governor, as the chief minister by the governor of that particular state. However, there are some situations. Okay, there are some situations when after the elections, the election has been turned into a 50-50. The election is drawn. In short, every political party was able to get only 50%. No political party was able to get 51%. So now election is drawn. So what will happen? Take the example. We have an election last year, right? Suppose Rio also got 30. NBF also got 30. So the election is drawn, right? 50-50. So no person is able to get 31. So in these conditions, the role of governor becomes too powerful. The governor will never consult anyone. He becomes like a king. Now he will choose among two parties. Might be NPF and NDPP. Rio might be appointed the Chief Minister of Nagaland, or Mr. Azo might be appointed the Chief Minister of Nagaland. So now he will use his own power, which means discretionary power. One more thing, remember, my friend, please remember, when I'm going for NPSC, discretionary power is going to be asked. Today I will not discuss the discretionary powers, okay, because this I will continue in the Indian polity, but discretionary means the absolute power of the governors. The governor will consult no one. Discretionary means absolute power of the governor. Discretionary means the absolute power of the governor. Okay, he will consult no one. As a governor, he will consult no one. He will use absolute power. So in this one condition, in choosing the chief minister after election is drawn. So in this condition, chief minister will use the governor will use absolute power in choosing a chief minister. This becomes so controversial. He will every time favor his party. Okay, so because in the central government, remember, the governor is appointed by the president. President means the prime minister. All right. So all the 28 governors in Nagaland are from BGP now. All the governors in Indian state are from BGP. So every time the governor of Nagaland will only favor BGP's candidate to be the chief minister of Nagaland. So it is too controversial. He will every time be very much partial with these conditions. Okay. So this is the very worst thing about the governor. He will use partiality in choosing the chief minister because he will every time favor the government of India, because he is appointed by the government of India. On top of that, he is also an agent of the central government. Next is important thing. The governor can dissolve the lower house, state legislative assembly, if they are unable to prove majority in the lower house, right? And the governor also has the power to dismiss the chief minister along with the entire council of ministers if it cannot prove majority. So in many conditions, even though the chief ministers and the ministers are appointed for 5 years, sometimes it has been dissolved. Before 5 years, it has been dissolved. Okay, before 5 years, the council of ministers, the chief minister has been suspended before 5 years or removed by the governor. So see, why? Because in democracy, we all know there is an alternative government, right? If you are unable to prove majority in the lower house, or if you are unable to be responsible to the lower house, the no confidence motion can be passed. So sometimes, see, Rio is the chief minister of Nagaland, but who knows? Some of the friends of Rio runs away and form an alliance with the NPF or might be with BGPs. In these conditions, Rio is going to be removed as the chief minister even tonight. And who knows? Mr. Dear Zanian or might be Mr. Azo might be appointed the chief minister of Nagaland. So in these conditions, now the role of the governor is too controversial now. See, when there is a conflict, when there is a change of government in the assembly, every time, every political party will say, I am the strongest. I have 31 seats. Take the example in Nagaland, we have 60 MLAs. We have 60 MLAs. So you just need 31. If you want to be the chief minister of Nagaland, you need a support of 31 votes, 31 MLA. So who knows? Zeliang might run away and join with White Button, and they might form the government. So Zeliang might approach Lakanishan, the governor of Nagaland. I have 31 MLAs. So from today, I want to be the chief minister of Nagaland. In this condition, the governor of Nagaland might appoint Zeliang as the chief minister of Nagaland, or he might recommend president rule. So nobody wants to have a president rule, right? But the governor will use his own power now, discretionary power now, because in the center we have the BGP government. So he will only favor those persons who is from the BGP wants to be the Chief Minister of Nagaland. Remember all this. This is too important from the NPSC point of view. This is too controversy. Every time, as an ESC, as a DSP, as an inspector, as a BDO, you will come across all these issues because you are a part of the government now. Every time you are part of the government. So all these issues are too important. Remember, the governor should appoint Ziliang because Ziliang has 31 seats, right? Along with White Button. But no, if he is too impartial, if he is too partial, if he is a corrupt person, no, he will never give chance to TR Ziliang. He might go for president role, which is too controversial. No one likes it, but the governor in so many states have imposed this kind of a governor's role, the president role, because he want only his party to be the chief minister of that particular state. That is why the role of governor is too controversial. So all this you have to keep in mind. Sometimes, who knows, he might even dissolve the lower house when even the chief minister is having a majority. Okay, sometimes it will happen. Suppose in Nagaland, we have PGP and NDPP together, but who knows? If PGP runs away, he might dissolve Rio, the lower house. Although Rio might have some support from the other MLAs, no. La Connection will dissolve the lower house. In this condition, he will use superpower, which means discretionary power and do controversy. So this has to be stopped. These are some of the issues, okay, which will come across in every Indian state. Next is regarding nominations to the Legislative Council. The governor nominates 1/6 of the total members of the state legislative council. Anytime NPC might ask this kind of a question. NPC might ask this kind of a question. Okay. The governor nominates 1/6 of the total members of the state legislative council. All right. However, while nominating 1/6 of the total members of the state legislative council, he might use partiality. Okay, he might not take the knowledge of those persons who are too skillful or qualified. He might use partiality. He might only appoint only from his political parties. So, which is the controversy again. Well, nominating the state legislative council, we have an issues because the governor might be use some partiality here because he has the power, right? 1/6 of the total members of the state legislative council. He might only favor his man, not the person, not the right person. So, again, this is controversy. Next is reservation of bill for the president consideration. Okay. Reservation of bill for president consideration. Now remember, if you want to pass a bill, right, we need the governor's signature. Yes or no? We need the signature of the governor. Every bill might be a money bill, might be a ordinary bill, might be any type of a bill, but no. Sometimes the governor says, I will not sign. This year, I will not sign any bill, but I will reserve to the President of India. I will give to the President for signature. In these conditions, now the state legislature has no power. We have to wait for the President's signature. It's like a punishment. The governor might sometime, who knows, if in Nagaland, okay, there is a fight between the Chief Minister and the governor, this year, the governor will say, no, I will not sign the bill. I will give to the President of India. For this time, you have to wait for the signature. Without signature of the President, you will never get any money. Yes, not a penny. So it is like a punishment. It is possible. Any type of a bill, the governor can reserve the bill for the President of India. And in these conditions, now the state legislature has no power. So it is a controversy again. The governor has absolute power because of discretionary power. The governor has absolute power to reserve any type of a bill for the President of India. This year, I will not sign any bill. I will give to the President of India. In these conditions, every bill goes to the President, not to the governor. So you have to wait for another 6 months, 1 year. Make no limit. The President will keep the bill pending. In these conditions, you will not get the state allowance. Okay, it is like a punishment. So anytime you can do it, absolute power, because the Constitution is given to the governor. You can reserve any type of bill for the President of India. So again, in these issues, it becomes a controversy now. And the last thing is acting as a chancellor. Acting as a chancellor. Right. Acting as a chancellor. The governor is the chancellor of the university in every Indian state, right? And under this power, the governor can appoint the vice chancellor. So in this condition also, if the governor is corrupted or having some kind of a personal issues, he will use partiality again. He will not appoint the right person as the vice chancellor. He will try to appoint someone who is from his friends, family members, or might be from his political party. He might appoint the vice chancellor. So again, appointment of a vice chancellor by the governor becomes too controversy. So all these issues are too important from the NPSC point of view. Write all this, okay? Gives some example. Nominations to the State Legislative Council, appointing the Vice Chancellor, reserving the bail for the consideration of the President, recommending the President role, in choosing the Chief Minister, as well as in dissolving the lower house. When even the Chief Minister is enjoying a majority, now the governor will dissolve. Why? Because he has an absolute power, discretionary power. So all these are two against the Constitution of India. But this issue is going to be there. So firstly, you start with the powers and functions of the governor, at least 1 page. And second page, you write some discretionary power of the governor. And third line, you start with the issues connected with the governor of an Indian state. And this is how, if the NPSC is asking for 20 marks, you can get at least 14 to 15, which is a very good one. So these are all the issues you will be asked in the NPSC Mains from the Indian polity. They will never ask that question. They will never ask the powers and functions of the governor. They will ask the issues connected. So Saturday, tomorrow I won't be teaching Indian polity, but Saturday I am coming up with a topic, the relationship between the center and the state and the tension between the center and the state on any issues. Okay, too important from NPSC point of view. Relationship between the center and any Indian state, tension between the government of India and any Indian states on any other issues. And I wish you the best of luck for this NPSC exam. And with all these issues, remember, lastly, repeating once more, the governor has an issue with every Indian state under what kind of an issues? Choosing the chief minister after elections, recommendations of president role, reservations of a bill for the president's signature, nomination to the State Legislative Council, acting as a chancellor in appointing the vice chancellor, and dissolving the lower house in the State Legislative Assembly, and dismissing the chief minister. So these are some of the issues which are connected. So you just know it in detail. Okay, these are some of the issues, and give some example. Okay, you take the example of 2008 in Nagaland. Ryu was suspended as the chief minister, and lower house was dissolved when he still enjoys the majority. 2008 elections, and for the first and the last time we have a president rule, right? So try to know why president rule in Nagaland 2008. That was controversy. Even though Ryu enjoys majority, the Congress in the center has brought president rule in Nagaland. Too important. So these issues are too important. You please try to solve it, and I wish you the best of luck. Okay, bring some topic, and this is how, if you give more example, you'll get more marks. Thanks a lot, class.